I know you're not going to make changes until you are ready. But if you're ready, visit coachingwithdrheidi.com and find out about my exclusive private Freedom Me program. Welcome to It's Not Normal, It's Toxic. And no, it is not you. Needing a little clarity and possibly some peace? Been trying everything you know to make this relationship better, and you wish you could just disappear? Well, I assure you, I've disappeared a time or two, but found out it's not your fault and it's not your job to fix. I'm your host, Dr. Heidi. I teach others to see the toxic person from the toxic person's perspective. Seeing it this way will give you the knowledge you need to make the changes that are best for you. Or at least that's how it worked for me. I'm here to be the support person for you that I needed so desperately while I was in my own 14-year unhealthy relationship. Episodes of It's Not Normal, It's Toxic are released every other week. And please share this podcast. Others are searching for these answers too. Now let's piece together some peace and get on with this episode. Okay, as I continue to go over, even though some of the names are different, the toxic traits, I skipped around on them a lot in the earlier episodes, but I'm doing one a week here moving forward for the next couple months. We had talked about the broken calculator. We have talked about the glass house. You can go back and listen to both of those. Those are published. This segment today helps explain the difficult to understand feeling of them needing so much from you and needing you so much, but then never truly seeing you or appreciating you, or at least you don't feel that way. The tactic that I'm talking about, or the dynamic that's at play in the issue we're talking about today, is what I call the vending machine. You must understand that the toxic personality sees you as a utility or a resource or a supply for them. They don't see you as a separate whole person with your own life, independent needs, and your own feelings and opinions. Once you've been emotionally involved in this relationship, they have somewhat trained you to operate more as an extension of them. And usually, how this happens is through survival mode and wanting to avoid conflict. So, you're not really anything but a component or a part of a larger functioning system for them. And the larger functioning system for them is their life. Okay. Just like parts and pieces of different resource options, you are disposable and you're easily replaced if the main function that they have you doing is no longer being performed. To maintain this self-focused art, I call it, of winning or being right or being in control, which is what we talked about on the broken calculator. And in their need to prevent their glass house, their image, from being shattered, they require a constant intake of what I call emotional snacks. You know, the average vending machine. You put money into it, you pick a snack, it makes some noise, has some moving parts, and then ta-da, your snack of choice falls magically into this tray that you can just grab and enjoy. Now, in the vending machine dynamic we're talking about, you're nothing but a vending machine in their life. They come to you for their emotional and reassurance snacks. Just as we do with regular vending machines, they're only going to invest in you if they need something. They might make contact. They might give you some attention. They might pick a fight. They might give you the silent treatment. They might bring you a gift. They might give you a compliment. Perhaps they'll throw some criticism your direction. But when they are in need of reassurance that they can control how you feel at any moment, they're going to show up. They want to and need to see or hear or feel an emotional response or reaction from you in order to calm their craving. You see, if they can control how you feel, they can control your response and your reactions to it. And they use those responses and the reactions from you in their favor. Now, just as a vending machine contains a variety of items, you too have many choices for them. You have both positive emotional snacks and negative emotional snacks. Positive snacks could be something like admiration, giving them your attention, praising them, reassuring them, validating them, loving them. Examples of negative snacks could be giving them pity, feeling guilty, the energy of having an argument with you responding to their drama or chaos, or you being scared of them. Those are all feelings or emotions. They use what they say and do to get you to feel a certain way. Those are the snacks they're looking for. You are the resource they come to when they need that emotional snack. They're reassured in the security they have in in themselves when they can control how you feel by what they say or do. The toxic personality cannot put enough into their own life to feel secure in themselves. They need to get their self-security reassured by other people. They are not focused on who you are. They are focused on what you provide to them. This is the distinction between a healthy connection and an unhealthy transaction. The toxic person also does not have just one vending machine. They have a lot of vending machines. They have a lot of people supplying them with emotional snacks, but it's the ones that are closest to them that are used the most. And just like actual vending machines, we use the ones that are closest to our office or closest to our hotel room more than we use the ones down the hall or on a different floor. The vending machine illustrates the transactional, impersonal, and disposable nature of the toxic relationship. You are a resource that gives them something. They only engage when they need something that you can supply. And because they see you as a service supplier, they're not going to invest more than the required amount to get their snack. I mean, when have you ever paid a vending machine more than the asking price for a candy bar? And remember, again, you're a resource. They don't see you as having needs or feelings. So they're only present when you have something that they need because nobody puts money in an empty vending machine. If you don't have what they need, they're not going to be around or they're going to be distant. They're only going to show up or seem attentive when they need something from you. They need an emotional snack, so they call, they text, they show up. Yet there's zero curiosity about your life or how you're doing or what's going on with you or how you're feeling. When they get what they came for, you will see or you will feel the distance between you come back. Sometimes they don't eat their snack by the vending machine. They take it and they go. When it's gone and they need more, here they come back with their money or their investment or their call or their text. They don't just show up for positive snacks. They'll take the negative ones too, as long as it is emotion and it has some type of control attached to it from your feelings. Now, this, my friend, is what we call emotional abuse. When someone uses your emotions to get what they need in order to feel more secure in themselves or to take advantage for some reason of the reaction or response that you're going to have because of the emotion that they have instilled in you. This is the stage where we have to talk about what happens when you malfunction. If you are a malfunctioning vending machine, there's going to be problems. You say no, you try to establish a boundary, you do something for yourself, you accomplish something that gets acknowledged. They don't see these as feelings or things that you need. They see these things as a malfunction in the way they programmed you. If you resist, just like if a vending machine malfunctions, they will start the shakedown. They'll wiggle, they'll tip it, they'll turn it, they'll beat on the sides of it, and they'll get you all turned upside down using guilt, making you angry, escalating drama until they get what they want. They'll continue this beat down until you've given them their desired snack, which is an emotional response or reaction. And this leaves you all scratched and dented and absolutely exhausted. When the machine is empty, when it's out of date or it continues to disappoint, they're going to move to a different vending machine without a second thought. They are seeking to control how you feel so you react or respond in a way that makes them feel powerful, in control, that gets their attention, or possibly admiration. When you show them a feeling or an emotion, you are giving them exactly what they want. So when you start to emotionally disconnect from them and no longer allow them to control you and how you feel or make your decisions or have all your attention on them all the time, you'll be abandoned, just like an empty vending machine would. And you'll be abandoned and you'll be blamed for being empty. And they'll accuse you of things and make you feel like it was your fault that you abandoned them. You'll be deemed unloving and unreliable and disloyal. And you will see absolutely no loyalty back to you or what you have invested into the relationship. It may end the relationship cold-heartedly. They may drift away for a while, but either way, it's almost always without closure or acknowledgement of your feelings or the amount of work that you put into the relationship. They'll quickly find a new vending machine that is loaded and functioning in the way that it's going to give them what they want every time they want it, just like you used to. Now, another vending machine could be infidelity in a intimate relationship. Another machine could be a large friend group. It could be using people at work. It could be causing drama and chaos so that the outsider's attention is on them. But they will find a vending machine that has supply in it when they need it. I call it the vending machine float. Let's just say you drive to a hotel and you've been driving all day and you have this intense craving for Cheetos. You go to the vending machine on your floor. Sadly, today that vending machine's Cheeto slot is empty. But because you had Cheetos on your mind and that's really what you want, you may run up a flight or two and check the other floor's vending machines in hopes that one of them will have Cheetos. That said, just because they use another vending machine a time or two does not mean that they won't come back and check if you are restocked when other vending machines are low on their inventory. You run up the stairs, you find Cheetos on the floor above you, you buy the Cheetos, but later on when you want a candy bar, you're again going to go to the one on your floor first. Doesn't matter to them who is supplying them. They'll find it somewhere because it's other people's emotions that make them feel secure. This is something that now can be predictable. If you've seen the vending machine dynamic more than once in your relationship or in your life, it's time to acknowledge that what you feel from them is not love. It's a need for an interaction with you that gives them emotional control over you. It gives them control over your feelings, which in turn is sadly only to make themselves feel more comfortable in their own life. So the path forward for you is to realize you're not a resource to be consumed. And I'll be the first to tell you that these relationships will absolutely deplete you and consume you. They'll find a new supply and they will not look back in loyalty. They might show up again, but it's only for the use of what you have for them. You must find the strength to unplug, to disconnect your power so that they can no longer access the good things that you have. Those were meant to supply you for your own life. Taking your supply away from them is the only way that they'll stop waiting, and also the only way that you can protect your energy for yourself and your future healthy connections. I've said it over and over. They will not go away until you make them go away. So you have to go through the strings that attach you. If you're a co-parent, if you own property, if you work together, you have to learn how to not give them emotion. As soon as they can get an emotional response out of you, they're in control. That is what my life is dedicated to teach you how to take the emotion out of the engagements that you have with the personalities that are not good for you. It's time to start protecting your feelings as your own. If you're listening, but you're still not quite there and you want another piece of evidence, or if you're wondering, is this relationship really unhealthy for me? Is it that bad? I have another completely free resource for you. Go to my website and take the TPA or Toxicity Profile Analysis. This is a powerful, free validation tool designed to give you clarity on whether your relationship may be healthy for you or not. You need assurance before you will make the choice or make a change that you need to make. Chances are, once you spot the truth, you will realize you've been stuck on the survival treadmill for a long time. And just like when you're on a regular treadmill, you've not been going anywhere. Your next step will be to understand the internal damage. Be sure to subscribe to my other podcast, Fake and Tired, where we deal with the residual internal wreckage left behind long after the danger has passed. Stop wondering. Get validation now. Find the free toxicity profile analysis at coachingwithdrheidi.com.